Hey, Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
And I'm Carlos.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Come at you
Hello
again
again.
with another review with my friend Carlos. How you doing, Carlos?
I'm great. How you doing, bud?
Doing great. And we are reviewing Traversee du Bosphore from L'Artisan Parfumeur. Obviously, my French is horrible, but I think I'm in the ballpark here. All right, so let's get straight to it. Date introduced is 2010. It's classified as a leather, oddly enough. Notes are apple, pomegranate, leather, tulip, Turkish delight, sugar, almond, rose, saffron, pistachio, iris, and musk. So what do you get out of longevity out of this, Carlos?
I get around 6 hours.
Wow, that's really good for you.
Yeah, for me, it's good for me, and it's good for a artisan, because most of those fragrances don't last on my skin.
I get in the average range, so probably, so I actually probably get close to what you get this time.
This one shines on my skin. Shines.
That's awesome. I probably get in the 8-hour range, which can't complain. What about projection?
I get excellent projection from this. It's not a beast, but it's definitely on the louder side. It projects really nicely from my skin.
Man, I wish that I had that because mine was on the softer side. I almost want to say average, but it was kind of on the poor side for me.
Wow.
And I put a lot on. It kind of reaffirms like the whole L'Artisan, very light fragrance type thing.
Like I said before, most of their fragrances, they have a lot of great fragrances, but they tend to be on the light side on my skin. This is, I would actually say, a powerhouse from them on my skin.
Overall, I think on me, it did actually perform well. I don't necessarily need a fragrance to be super loud all the time. So I appreciate it for what it is. It lasted a reasonable amount of time too, so I'm fine with that. Season, I think this is really could be a Vivaldi. All 4 seasons. I think this works great in fall and winter, definitely, because of the gourmand-like aspects of it. But I also think it works great in the spring, maybe summer, but spring also definitely, because of the floral aspects of the fragrance. And I think this is good day or night as well.
I think I like it maybe in the warmer months. On my skin, just because it kind of blooms. It projects so nicely from my skin. Yeah. In a good way, not in an overpowering way.
Purpose, I would say this is great for casual and work, probably mostly. What does this remind you of?
On my skin, this is I get apple, I get iris, I don't get leather, I get like fine suede, I get that Turkish delight thing, pistachio, I get a little rose. It's such a I love this fragrance. Can you tell?
Yeah, I remember I saw you post this on your Facebook page as your scent of the day. And I saw you post the notes, and I had a fragrance boner because the notes in here.
I gotta remember that one.
The notes in here are amazing. Like the note lineup, you think, oh my gosh, there's nothing I'm gonna not like about this fragrance. It's gonna be awesome. And then I smelled it, and I was like, wow, this is so unique. And that's one thing I really love about L'Artisan in general. L'Artisan makes fragrances that are unique. They make a ton of just unique fragrances. That's what I love about L'Artisan. And this one is no exception. This is super unique. It's a really different type of gourmand fragrance, I would say. I would call it. I get almost everything of what is listed. What I would say that I get mostly is I get like this. I get pomegranate on the top with like a fruity sourness to it.
And there tartness.
A tartness. That's a better word. And then there's like a floral note kind of taking that into a nutty vanilla base. I also get like this kind of soapy quality to it, like a floral soapiness. It's a real clean note. And I also get like this sweet hard candy note, almost like Jolly Ranchers, but not too much.
Yeah, it's not cloying or too sweet. It's a nice refined sweetness, if you will.
Definitely, it is really, really balanced. And Bertrand Duchaufour made this fragrance, and he is a rock star perfumer. He's made tons of just fantastic fragrances. With me personally, a lot of his scents are hit or miss. I either love them or I hate them. And I think that's a good thing. He is making daring fragrances, and he's very, very artistic He really
Yeah.
makes really, really unique scents, and I really love and appreciate his aesthetic and his point of view.
Yeah, yeah. I love a lot of his work, like what he does for
Yeah.
Neil Vermeer Creations. I love a lot of his stuff.
The name itself, Traversee du Bosphore, means traveling the Bosphorus river, and I guess that's in Istanbul. The fragrance itself is supposed to be kind of an homage to the streets of Istanbul, Turkey. I've never been to Turkey, never been to Istanbul, so I can't say for sure.
Me either.
But it has such a unique smell that it takes you to a different place. I also think this is great on a man or a woman equally. And I know we've talked a lot about, anyone can wear anything, of course, but everyone has different opinions of what smells masculine or feminine to them. And this one, to me, I think, smells just right down the middle. Anyone
It's
can wear it
neutral,
at any time. Yeah.
Absolutely neutral.
Now, what about compliments with this? Do you get a lot of compliments when you wear this?
I definitely do. I get either a compliment or they notice my fragrance. They notice it. It gets noticed on my skin.
My wife actually did not hate this. She didn't love it.
I was going to say she doesn't like this one either. I was like, come on, Mrs. Fragrose.
She was on the fence. She doesn't like a lot of vanilla scents. She's just not a big fan of vanilla in general.
Yeah, this definitely has a vanillic edge for sure.
It does. It does have a lot of vanilla in it, so that is kind of a turnoff. But there are other things in there that I think she likes. I think she likes the sweetness. I think she likes the kind of clean aspect of it. But I do think this is one of those fragrances that is so markedly different than fragrances out there that if you were to wear this, it would turn heads and people would ask, "What are you wearing?"
It doesn't smell like anything else. In my
Exactly.
opinion.
Yeah. Now, bang for buck, you can find this on FragranceNet for $82 for a tester.
That's a steal.
It's a great deal for a 100 ml bottle. That is a fantastic deal. If you bought it on L'Artisan's website, I want to say it's in the $150 range. So definitely buy from FragranceNet.
It's $165 for
Oh,
a
wow.
100 ml bottle
Yeah.
of Lucky Scent. I still think it's worth it, but
I do think it's still worth it at that price. I mean,
I do too.
That's on the higher end, but for 100 ml, you get something that's going to last a reasonable amount of time, something that's really unique, especially if you like gourmands. This is one of the most versatile, pleasing gourmands out there, I think.
it's definitely gourmand, but it's not overly gourmand. I mean, it's not foodie. It's balanced so nicely by the floral notes and the suede leather notes. I wouldn't outright say that it's a foodie gourmand. You know what I mean? And the vanilla is not too much. I couldn't say enough good things about this particular fragrance. And I know some people who hate it. I know some people who absolutely hate it.
Really?
Yeah, from the fragrance boards and stuff. There are a few people that I can think of that just do not like this at all.
They're the people that like leather oud, I'm sure. So final rating, what do you give this fragrance?
I'm going to give this a 4.5.
Wow. Yeah, it is a good fragrance. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I would say that there's a couple of things maybe that doesn't blow me away, but I really, really like this fragrance a lot. And once I saw the price tag on FragranceNet, I actually might buy a bottle of this. It is that good.
Right.
It is really, really nice. It is a very wearable gourmand for almost any season. It is great for any person. It is a glassy, marshmallowy, billowy, soapy,
Marshmallowy? No,
amazing.
Don't throw marshmallow in there. They'll think that it's an overly sweet scent. It's not overly sweet. Do you think it's overly
No, it's
sweet?
not.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it's just a perfect sweetness. But overall, it's a fantastic scent, and I really, really like it. So that's all we have for Traversee du Bosphore. Have you tried it? Let us know down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. And check out Carlos's channel. I'll have links down below. Go subscribe to him too. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming on again, Carlos.
My pleasure.
We'll have you on again, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll see you next time. I'm Daver.
Take care. I'm Carlos. Keep well.
Bye. Pistachio, Irish, and Irish.
Irish?
Yeah. We're going to add the whole country in there.